us 15 minutes bago pumasok yung iba. And ngayon, 8:18 na pero wala pa rin. Hindi pa rin sila pumapasok. Parang hinihintay na lang nila na mag-attendance. So, which is not good. Paliwanag ko lang ulit. Your written work is 50% of your grade. Your performance task is 50%. Kung nakapagpasa kayo ng performance task number 1, that is just part of that 50%. Okay? Wait lang. Anong nangyayari? Mag-FB live lang ako, pero anong nangyayari? Ayan, okay. So, on Saturday, tulad ng nasa announcement ko, you'll be having your written work 1. And your written work 1 is recorded and graded. Naintindihan po ba? So, ibig sabihin, kailangan nyo pumasok. Pumasok, no? Pero, you have to answer the link that I'll be giving dun sa inyong group, and you have 1.5 hours to answer that. So, kailangan nyo po mag-save ng data para sa inyong written work 1. Bakit ko sinasabi yung pagsisave ng data? Kasi baka mamaya makalimutan nyo, may sasagutan kayo, maubos nyo agad yung data nyo para dun sa mga naglo-load. Okay? Huwag niyo po kakalimutan mag-save ng data para sa inyong written work 1 on Saturday. Liwanag, since we have asynchronous class every Saturday, pwede kayo mag-take ng exam. And ang kagandahan nun, you still have 1 day para mag-review, o kaya naman you still have ilang hours para mag-review kayo. Mamaya, yung mga excess time yung gamitin nyo para makapag-review kayo for your written work number 1. So, kung nahihirapan, yung mga activities na binibigay ko or setworks na binibigay ko, pwede kayo mag-practice doon. Yung assessment ninyo, yung assessment, both assessment 1 and 2, pwede kayo mag-practice doon. Kung nakita nyo na mababa yung scores nyo, so ano yung dapat gawin? Balikan ninyo yung mga lessons natin. Kung mataas na, o kaya kung sa tingin niyo ay kaya nyo na, pasado na kasi kayo, you can take now the written work 1. Okay? Kung medyo tagilid pa yung scores ninyo o mababa, pwede po kayong mag-review. Okay? Pag-practicean nyo yung mga activities and setworks na binibigay ko sa inyo. Malinaw tayo doon, Palma, para hindi kayo bumaba yung scores ninyo sa written work 1. And I guess written work 1 is easy. Kasi module 1 and 2 pa lang. Simple pa lang yung lesson natin. So, kaya kayang-kaya nyo yun. Intindihan po ba? So, let us proceed. I'll send a photo muna dito sa ating group. Patunay na magsisimula na tayo. At mukhang wala ng ibang papasok. Okay, let's start. Para sa mga dito na sa group natin, dapat alam nyo na automatic na pag pumasok kayo ng ating Google Meet or kaya Zoom, you have to type in our in-call messages your full name and you say present. Malinaw yan ha. Para sa next time, next week, pag ako ay magsisimula na, hindi ko na kailangan sabihin pa. Naintindihan po ba? So don't forget that whenever you start joining the Google Meet as dun sa time na kayo ay nag-in, you type your name agad. Okay, and then say present. Same with students who are now in the Zoom. Ay, no, not the Zoom, the FB Live. Okay? Don't forget to type your name para dun sa pitong nanonood. Ako ata yung isa dyan. Huwag niyo pong kalimutang mag-type ng name ninyo sa ating comment section. Kasi kahapon, pumasok sila sa live namin pero hindi sila nag-comment, no? Sa comment section. So, ano mangyayari pag gano'n? Wala silang patunay na sila ay pumasok. Kasi wala silang comment kahit isa. Pero kayo, dun sa mga nasa FB Live, pwede kayong mag-comment. Huwag niyong kakalimutan mag-comment. You have to comment your full name and then you say present. Yan, tulad yan, may nag-comment na si Behagan at si Danima. Yan, nababasa ko yan pagka nagko-comment kayo. Okay? So let's start. For our module number 2, we'll be dealing with illustrating an arithmetic sequence. So, sa first module, kung napapansin niyo, sabi niya nakakalito ma'am, paano nakukuha yung next terms? Nakakalito talaga kasi maraming klase ng sequences yung nandoon. Okay, iba't ibang klase ng sequences yung nandoon. Pero, today, ang gagawin natin is we are going to focus to the certain kind of sequence, yung pinakamadali, I guess, which is yung arithmetic sequence. Okay, what do we mean by arithmetic sequence? Ano ba yung ginagawa pag arithmetic sequence to get the next term? And ano ba yung general formula ng arithmetic sequence? Lahat yan aaralin ninyo ngayong araw. Okay? So, we are going to answer different questions. And of course, you will answer. Sa mga ayaw magsalita, no, you can always type your answer sa ating in-call messages kasi nababasa ko naman. And at the same time, sa ating chat, sa ating comment section sa FB Live. So there are 9 students who are currently watching. And banggitin ko lang kung sino yung mga nag-say present na. We have Magalona, Hibi, Brillo, Ador, Valdemoro, Mendoza, Hali. Sa ating Google Meet, we have Estrada, Unite, Arcilia, Guanyo, Catalan, Melendres, Velasco, Maternum, Belamiton, Tesoro, Magyaya, Sumampong, Sincoliagas. So, yung pa lang yung nagpe-present sa atin as of the moment. 8:26 na, no, konti pa lang yung nagpe-present. So, number 1, which of the following is a correct description of an arithmetic sequence? So, is it A, a term is obtained by multiplying a constant number from the preceding term? Is it B, by squaring? Is it C, by adding? Or is it D, by extracting? So later, I'll call someone to read the question. Okay, and then answer. So how about sa FB Live? Ano po ba yung answer ninyo? Is it A, B, C, or D? Okay, so meron tayong tatlong student na sumagot and their answer is C. Why do you think it is C, Unite? Why do you think it is letter C? Unite? Ano ba si Unite? Naririnig ba ako? Ayaw nila magsalita. Pag ganyan, siguraduhin, sasalita ka ba? Hindi ko kayo naririnig. Salita ka ulit. Wala, di ka naman nagsasalita. Kung nagsasalita ka, dapat may makikita ako dyan na ano. O, diba? Hindi ka nagsasalita. Ayan, narinig na kita.
Rinig na po. Ano po,
Ah,
ma'am?
ayan.
Kaya po letter C po, ma'am, yung sagot ko, ma'am. Kasi, ma'am, ma'am, yung arithmetic sequence po, ma'am, ano po siya eh. Yung nag-add po ng constant number sa term. Kunwari po, ano po, yung sa sequence po, ganun. Baga pare-parehas po sila na, lahat po ng term, ano po, tawag dito? Lahat po pare-parehas po silang, nag-add ng constant number, ganun.
Okay, so katulad sa module number 1 natin, meron tayo dong example, right? Now, for us to get the next terms, nag-add tayo ng constant number. When we say constant number, pare-pare yung number na ina-add natin to get the next terms. Okay? Isang number lang ina-add, ibig sabihin. So that is a definition of arithmetic. Okay, arithmetic sequence that you have to add a constant number for you to get the next term. So the answer here is letter C. Number 2, what is the common difference in the sequence -4, 3, 10, 17, and so on? So what do you think is the common difference? Kanina, we said that if you encounter arithmetic sequence, makikita nyo agad arithmetic sequence siya kasi may constant number kang ina-add. And yung constant number na yun is what we call the common difference. So, kung meron kayong sequence na ganito, ano kaya yung common difference niya? Yung iba, magsagot po. Para malaman ko kung kayo yung nandyan o hindi nyo talaga iniwan yung cellphone ninyo na naka-in sa klase ko, I want you to raise your hand. Kailangan hindi aalisin nyo pag-raise ng hand. Para malaman ko talaga kung sino yung wala talaga dyan. Ayan. So, maraming hindi nakapag-raise ng hand. Parang 5 yata. Ay, 4 sila. Ibig sabihin, wala sila dyan. Kita-kita nyo naman siguro, no? So, para malaman ko na nandyan kayo, please answer. Kasi recorded din po itong info messages natin. Para may patunay kayo na pumasok talaga kayo, kailangan nagpa-participate kayo. Okay, so, ewan ko kung nandyan si Galicia. Diba? Hindi ko alam kung nandyan si Maternum. Si Justin, nag-attendance, pero hindi ako sure kung nandyan siya. Kasi hindi siya nag-raise ng hand. Okay, sige, lower your hand. So, what is your answer? Dito? Ano po yung answer nyo? Hindi na nagbaba ng kamay. Sumampong. Ano yung sagot mo dito, sumampong? Letter C. Why is it letter C? Kasi po, pag nag-add ka ng 7, dun sa previous, you'll get the next terms. Okay, so kaya ang tawag sa kanya, common difference. How about for number 3? You have here a missing term. Okay, and hanapin natin, alin kaya dyan yung missing term? Is it -10, -11, -12, or -13? Yes, Velasco, Jervin. Why is it -13? Paano mo nalamang -13 siya? Sige, pwede kayong magsalita. You can turn on your mic. Naku, hindi nagsasalita si Velasco. Pero ang answer niya, negative 13. Ano ba yung common difference nito? Sige, you can type your answer. Ano yung common difference nito? Unite, sumampong,
Ako po, ma'am. Ano po? 6 po.
6. Is it
Opo.
positive or negative, sumampong?
Nag-add po siya ng
Negative pa.
negative 6 po.
Negative 6. So, mag-a-add tayo dito ng negative 6 for us to get the next term. Naku, busy-busy yata si Unite sa keyboard niya. Dinig na rin
Ay.
ko.
Sorry po, ma'am.
Laro-laro din pag may time. So, pag nag-add tayo ng negative 6 na negative 7, we'll get letter D, which is negative 13. So, there are 13 students sa ating FB Live. Paramdam naman kayo. Kung nandiyan kayo sa FB Live, please type S sa ating comment section for me to check kung kayo talaga ay nanonood o iniwan nyo lang yung cellphone nyo sa FB Live. Type S. Pag hindi nag-type S, ibig sabihin hindi kayo nandyan, absent kayo. Number 4, which of the following is an arithmetic sequence? Ano ang arithmetic sequence? Ulitin natin. Kanina nakita nyo merong mga common differences. Okay, so pag may common difference, alam na natin agad that that is an arithmetic sequence. Ayan, ang dami nag-type ng S sa ating FB Live. So, let's have Guanyo.
Ma'am, letter A po.
Why is it letter A? Ano bang common difference sa letter A?
Ma'am, nag-add po ng 11 po para makuha po yung next term, ma'am.
Nag-add ng 11. So, negative 7 plus 11 is 4. Plus 11 is 15. Plus 11 is 26. Correct. The answer is letter A. How about for letter B? Ano ba yung differences nila? Habal? Sige.
2 po, ma'am.
2 ba? O, po, positive 2. So, this is the add positive 2 here. And how about negative 4? Tapos naging 0 yung next term.
4
Ano yung
po.
difference yan? 4. Yes. The difference here is 4. That makes it not an arithmetic sequence. Kasi nag-iba na yung difference niya. Dapat laging pareho lang. Or constant lang. Okay? Di tulad nito, nag-iba na. Next, how about for letter C? Check natin, ano yung differences ng mga to? Anong difference nito? 21, 15, 9, 2.
6 po, ma'am.
6. Sunod.
6.
Tapos,
7.
7. Correct. So, ano yung ginagawa ninyo? Ang ginagawa ninyo is, iisip kayo ng number na ina-add natin sa previous term for you to get the next term. But this time, nakita niya na yung values po ay pababa. Ibig sabihin, dahil bumababa yung value, negative po yung common difference natin. Okay, so negative 6, negative 6, negative 7. Ano ba yung isang paraan for us to check the common difference? So, para ma-check po ninyo yung common difference, ang tamang paraan is to get the term and to subtract yung previous. So, magiging ano yan? 15 minus 21. Makukuha nyo yung difference. And the difference here is negative 6. Ganon ulit. 9 minus the previous. Ito yung previous term niya, which is 15. You'll get negative 6 also. The other one is 2 minus the previous term, which is 9. You'll get negative 7. So, yun po yung paraan on how to get the difference. You get the term and you subtract the previous term from that. Okay? So, gawin natin dito sa letter D. Negative 1 minus 4 is equal to what?
5.
Negative 5.
5.
Or it should be, ayan, tama. Next. Negative 7 minus negative 1. Negative, negative. So, change the sign. Proceed to addition. Magiging negative
8.
negative 8 ba?
Negative.
6.
Negative 6 pala.
Next. Negative 13 minus negative 7. Change the sign, proceed to addition. Magiging
Negative 6.
negative 6 also. Okay, so yun yung tamang paraan on how to get the common difference. Or pwede rin naman mag-isip ka lang ng number na kapag in-add, makukuha mo yung term na yun. So, sa inyo yan, pwedeng mentally, you can do it mentally or kung gusto nyo, i-compute nyo, depende kung saan kayo mas komportable. Okay? So, sa mga nalilito po regarding sa symbols ng sa pag-add, ang kailangan nyo lang tandaan, kapag same yung sign nila, i-add nyo sila. Kapag addition of integers ha. Kapag different signs, minus. Minus. Isusulat ko pa bonus. Minus. Okay, sample. Negative 4 plus negative 1. That would be negative 5. Now, in-add natin sila. 4 plus 1, 5. Then, copy the symbol. Pero pag different sign, example, negative 4 plus 1. Magkaiba sila ng sign, i-minus mo sila. 4 minus 1 is 3. Then, copy the sign of that integer with the highest absolute value. So, ibig sabihin, compare mo yung 4, disregard natin yung symbol, 4 at 1, compare mo, which is greater in value. So, that is 4. So, kopyahin mo yung sign niya, magiging negative yan. Okay? Another example, positive 4 plus negative 1. Subtract din tayo kasi magkaiba sila ng sign. 4 minus 1 is 3. And then hanapin natin, ano ba mas malaki? C1 o C4? Since C4, kunin natin yung sign niya which is positive. Okay, malinaw. Laging kapag different sign, ang tatandaan nyo, nakabase lagi yung sign ng answer dun sa may mataas na absolute value. Okay? Next. Letter A. For number 5. Which of the following is not an arithmetic sequence? Not an arithmetic sequence daw. Yeah, you can type your answer, which is not an arithmetic sequence. Habang nag-iisip kayo alin dyan ng not arithmetic sequence, I'll post the attendance sa ating group para makapag-attendance na kayo.
Ma'am, A po.
Not? Bakit? Ano ba yung difference nila?
Ma'am, nag po sila lahat ng 3.
Add lang lahat ng 3. Ang sabi kasi not an arithmetic. Kung lahat ng, or kung constant yung number na inad mo, lahat yan plus 3, arithmetic yan. Paano natin masasabi na hindi siya arithmetic? Pag hindi arithmetic, ano yung magiging palatandaan na yan ay hindi arithmetic?
Pataas po siya, ma'am.
Mataas?
Po.
Pataas yung bilang. Any other answer? Baka yung iba mayroon silang idea na gustong i-share. Pwede nyo pong i-chat sa ating in-call messages, or you can also turn on your mic. Wala na, yun na lang. Sige, let's start with letter A. Ano po yung difference ng letter A?
3 po, ma'am.
3, di ba? Sabi nga kanina ni Maternum, plus 3 po. Don't forget, sa ating group chat, meron ng attendance ha. Baka hindi kayo makapag-attendance. So, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. Okay? So, dahil yan ay para sila ng difference, which is 3, arithmetic yan. Both FB Live and Google Meet, don't forget to attend, to have your attendance sa ating group. How about for letter B?
4
Ano
po.
yung difference? 4.
4.
It should be negative.
Negative 4.
4.
Negative 4.
Ang dami talagang tinatype ni Unite. Negative 4. So, arithmetic pa rin yan. Okay? How about for letter C?
Negative 2 po.
Negative 2. Kasi pababa yung value. Lagi nyo tatandaan pag mas bumababa yung values ng sequences ng mga terms, negative yan. Negative yung common difference. And how about for letter D? Arithmetic si A, arithmetic si B, arithmetic si C. Alin naman ang not? Let's look at letter D. So, ano yung difference ng negative 4 and negative 3?
1 po.
Is it 1?
Eh.
Positive?
Positive
1.
7 po.
Correct.
Bakit?
Ito naman ay negative 3, 10.
Positive 13 po.
Positive 13. Ito naman ay
Positive 7.
positive 7. So as you can see, kitang-kita naman na yung differences nila ay magkakaiba. Wait lang. Ayan. Magkakaiba yung mga differences nila. And kapag ganon, ibig sabihin, not arithmetic siya. Okay? Not an arithmetic sequence. So, meron na kayong palatandaan. Next, number 6. Dito naman, ang gagawin natin is we are going to look for the common difference of this kind of sequence. Ano yung sequence na yon? Yung sequence na yon is yung 3a minus 1. I-highlight lang natin. Highlight natin. 3a plus 1 yung first term. Yung susunod na term is 3a. Yung susunod naman ay 3a plus 1 and so on. Okay? Now, the question here is, ano yung common difference nila? Yes, yun na yun.
Di po, ma'am. Positive 1.
Sabi din nila sa ating chat, D. Baka yung kanina yon. Kanina yatang question yon na yung letter D. So, bakit kaya letter D? As you can see, kung obserbahan nyo yung given terms, meron silang pagkakapare-pareho at meron silang pagkakaiba-iba. So, pare-pareho sila, meron silang 3 A. Pare-pareho. Okay? Pero ang pagkakaiba-iba nila, ito naman. Ito may negative 1, ito wala, ito may positive 1. So, yun yung obserbahan nyo kapag ganitong klase ng sequence, yung binigay sa inyo. Kaya obserbahan nyo yung pagkakapare-pareho nila at pagkakaiba-iba. So, bakit kaya dito negative 1 siya, dito wala, 0, dito positive 1? Kasi yung common difference ninyo is 1. So, if you add 1 here, cancel na to, magiging 0, matitira na lang 3a. Kaya yung next term natin is 3a. If you add 1 to 3a, magiging 3a plus 1. Okay, malinaw yon. How about for number 7? We are going to look for a certain value of a that makes this kind of sequence arithmetic. Okay, kailangan maging arithmetic sequence siya just by substituting the value of a. So, alin kaya dyan yung pwedeng value ng a that will make it arithmetic? Is it a, b, c, or d? You can also chat your answer sa ating info messages kung nahihiyang sumagot. Yung mga nasa FB Live, 16 kayo. So, ilan tayo lahat ngayon? 38. Pero please chat sa inyong comment section. Okay? So, alin po dyan yung pwede nating i-substitute? Si Unite, feeling ko may sagot na agad siya lahat. So, for number 7, we have letter A, which is negative 2. Pag nag-substitute tayo dyan, let's substitute 3 times negative 2 plus 1. 4 times negative 2, 6 times negative 2 plus 1. Kailangan natin makuha yung values niyan and then tingnan natin kung arithmetic sequence po siya. Okay? So, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6 plus 1. We have negative 5. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. 6 times negative 2 is 12 plus 1, negative 11. So, ang question ko ngayon, is it arithmetic or not? Arithmetic po ba siya o hindi? Ano ba yung difference nila? Para malaman nyo kung arithmetic, you look at the difference.
3 po.
3. Is
Arithmetic
it positive or negative? Positive or negative?
Negative po.
Negative 3. Correct. So, kung papansin nyo, pababa po yung value niya. Dahil pababa yung value niya, negative yung kanyang common difference. So, the correct answer here is letter A. How about for number 8? Basahin mo ng maigi bago sumagot. Basahin mo ng maigi. For number 8, which of the following is not true about the arithmetic sequence? 5, 3, 1, negative 1, negative 3, and so on. Is it A? A sub 2 is equal to negative 3. B, the common difference is negative 2. C, A sub 6 is negative 5. Or D, one way to obtain a term. Negative 2 must be added to the preceding term. Which of the following is not true? Yes, Unite.
8 po, ma'am. Kasi po yung yung pangalawang term po, ma'am, positive 3 po siya, hindi negative.
Hindi negative. Okay, so kung napapansin nyo, sa letter A, ang sabi niya negative 3 daw yung second term. Whereas, kung titignan natin yung sequence, kitang-kita naman that 3 is positive. Pero kung sinabi niya siguro na a sub 5 is negative 3, it would be correct. Okay? How about for letter B? Yung common difference daw is negative 2, and as you can see sa sequence, that is correct. And for letter C, if you continue this sequence, you'll get negative 5 as a sub 6, or the sixth term. This is also correct. And letter D, you have to add negative 2 to the preceding term for you to get the next term. Number 9. How about for number 9? Dito, binigyan kayo ng dalawang magkaibang terms. And kung makikita nyo, a sub 2 yung binigay at a sub 5. So, magkalayo sila, right? Pero ang hinahanap dyan ay yung common difference. How can we get the common difference kung dalawang magkalayong sequence ang binigay sa atin? Dalawang magkaiba. Okay, na term, I mean. Siguro kung yan ay sinulat niya, yung first 4 terms, sinulat niya, example, 2, 4, 6, 8. Alam mo agad natin na ang common difference is 2 kasi magkakasama sila, magkakatabi sila, magma-minus lang tayo, magka-add lang tayo, right? Pero this time, a sub 2 and a sub 5, or second term and fifth term yung binigay. How can we look for the common difference? Any idea? Wala pong idea? Kung walang idea, raise your hand. Kung may idea, wag mag-raise ng hand. Yung walang idea, raise your hand. Ulitin ko ha. Pag hindi kayo nagsumunod sa aking instruction, ibig sabihin lang nun, wala kayo dyan. Okay? If you don't have idea kung ano yung gagawin dito, please raise your hand. Dapat hindi ibababa. Para malaman ko kung sino yung walang idea kasi naka-raise kayo ng hand. Ibig sabihin may idea si Habal, si Bartolome, si Justin, si Charles Tesoro, si Crizaldo, si Bernal, may idea kayo? Ano, di sila nagtataas ng hand. Ibig sabihin, may idea sila. Justin, Charles, Claudine, Bernal, Rizaldo. Yan, sila pala may mga idea. So, dahil wala kayong idea, I am going to explain you kung paano kukunin yung common difference. Kapag dalawang sequence yung binigay at hindi magkasunod. Okay? So, dahil hindi magkasunod yung binigay, gagamit tayo ng formula. Pero yung formula na yon, which is, alam nyo na, last week pa, dahil sa module number 1 natin, meron tayo nun. Sinod natin siya. And that is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus b times n minus 1. Okay? So, we will look for the formula for a sub 2 and a sub 5. Okay? So, a sub n, yung n natin, gagawin natin 2, tsaka 5. Ganun din dito. Okay? Ayan. Papalitan natin siya ng ng 2. Doon muna tayo sa a sub 2 equals 1. So, we'll have a sub 2 equals a sub 1. Our n here is 2 plus b times 2 minus 1. Yung isa naman nating n is a sub 5. So n is 5. A sub 5 is equal to a sub 1 plus b times n. Our n is 5. Ayan. Ang sulat ko. So 5 minus 1. Okay? Tapos yung a sub 2 natin, alam natin that that is 1. So mamaya mag-change tayo dito ng 1. Ito namang a sub 5 is 7. Change natin siya ng 7 later. Okay? 2 minus 1 is 1 times b. Magiging b na lang yan. And 5 minus 1 is 4 times b. That is 4b. So let's proceed to the substitution. Magsa-substitute tayo. And gawin natin yung indicated operation. Okay, so we'll have 1 equals a sub 1 plus b. Next, we have 7 equals a sub 1 plus 4b. Ano yung next step? After you look for the formula, and after you substitute, ito, nag-substitute na tayo, we are now going to subtract. So kapag nag-subtract tayo, remember that when you subtract, you have to change the sign of the subtrahend and proceed to addition. So magma-minus tayo, change the sign of the subtrahend. Itong nasa baba, yung pangalawa, yung subtrahend. So from positive, yung mga terms natin, lahat magiging negative. So this will be negative 7. This will be negative a sub 1. This will be negative 4. And then we will proceed to addition. Again, the rule in subtracting is change the sign of the subtrahend. Alam niyo naman kung ano yung subtrahend. Ako, very elementary yan. And proceed to addition. Okay, so that would be 1 plus negative 7. This will be negative 6 equals a sub 1 plus negative a sub 1. That will become 0. So magkaiba sila ng sign and they are both 1 in numerical coefficient. Okay, para yung a sub 1, bawasan mo ng a sub 1 para sa hindi naintindihan. Next, we have 1 plus negative 4 or 1 minus 4. What is the answer? 1 minus 4 is? What is 1 minus 4?
Negative 3 po.
3.
Ay,
Is it positive or negative? Ano mas malaki? 1 o 4?
4.
4. Ibig sabihin, negative 3. Okay, so as you can see, ang magiging equation na lang natin ay negative 6 equals negative 3d. Tapos divide natin both sides by negative 3. Now, our d is equal to negative 6 divided by negative 3. What is negative 6 divided by negative 3? What is negative 6 divided by negative 3? 6 divided by 3.
2 po.
What is 6? 2. Diyos ko, ang dali-dali lang. 6 divided by 3 to Negative divided by negative is positive. So our answer is D equals positive 2. So ano yung kailangan niya dito? Na kailangan yung tandaan so that when you subtract, you have to change the sign of the subtrahend and you proceed to addition. Ano pa yung kailangan yung tandaan dito? Kailangan yung tandaan that when you multiply or divide integers, kapag same sign, positive. Review natin to, grade 7 nyo to lesson, di ba? Kapag different sign, of course, the answer is negative. Malinaw? Pag same sign, positive. Pag different sign, the answer is negative. Okay? So we are done. In number 9, the common difference is 2. Given that the second term is 1 and the fifth term is 5. Let's proceed. Number 10. I was advised by my physician to walk each day in the morning as my daily exercise. On my first day, I walked 40 meters. On the second day and third day, I walked 60 meters and 80 meters respectively, and so on. Which of the following is the distance I walked on the 10th day if I continue the pattern in my daily walk? So let us have Claudine. I want you to give me the values na makikita mo dito sa problem na to. Ano yung mga values na nakita mo or numbers na nakita mo? Claudine Bartolome. Hindi pa rin siya nakakasagot. Ibig sabihin, wala dyan si Claudine. Habal. Wala din si Habal. No? Binaba niya lang yung kamay niya pero wala siya dyan. How about Arcelia?
Ma'am, wait lang po, ma'am.
Yung mga values lang, yung mga values. Ano yung mga values na nakita mo dyan? Mga numbers na nakita mo dyan. Arcelia. Arcelia, di ko pa pinasasagot yung tanong ha. Ang tanong ko lang, anong mga nakita niyo dyan na numbers? Asher.
40 meters, 60 meters, and 80 meters po, ma'am.
So, yung 40 meters, ano yun? Ano yung 40 meters na yan?
Yung first day po na nilakad.
Apo, yung first day na nilakad niya. Ano naman yung 60 meters?
Second po.
Second day. And yung 80 meters?
Yung third day po.
Third day. Okay? So, anong napansin mo sa pattern? 40, 60, 80.
Nag-a-add po siya ng 20 meters a day.
Yes. Every time na maglalakad siya, the next day, nagdadagdag siya ng 20 meters. Okay. So, kung maglalakad siya for the 10th day, kung 10 beses niya na maglalakad, gaano kaya kalayo yung magiging, yung lalakarin niya? Gaano po kalayo?
Ako po, ma'am.
Opo.
Asi po.
C.
220 meters.
Correct. The answer is letter C, 220 meters. So, ang ginawa niyo, nagbilang-bilang na kayo, no? Or, pwede rin naman gamitin niyo dito yung formula na A sub n equals A sub 1 plus n. Wait lang. Plus n minus 1 times d. Pwedeng ganyan ha, or pwede rin, baka kasi malito kayo sa ibang libro, ganyan ang itsura, sa iba naman ganito. Pareho lang yun, okay? Yung malilito kasi multiplication naman yan. So, first term is 40 and the difference is 20. Okay? So, 40 plus 20, not 20, 10. Kasi 10th day. So, that's a sub 10 is equal to 40 plus 10 minus 1, 1. Bakit 9 ang sinulat ko? Times 20. So, we have 40 plus 9 times 20, that is 180 plus 40 will give us 220 meters. So, A sub 10 is 220 meters. Yung ibang ginawa dito, nagbilang lang sila. Paano kung masyadong malaki yung mga numbers? So, hindi na kayo pwede magbilang na lang. Okay, next. I want you to type in call messages kung ano yung magiging next two terms nito. Lahat yan, 1 to 5, pero we will start with number 1 only. So type your answer. Mukhang si Katalan ay nakalimutan na mag-lower ng hand. O, kanya pa siya naka-raise ng hand. Ayan, tinanggal na niya. So, at the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, type your answer for number 1. Ganun din sa ating FB Live. Type your answer sa number 1. You have to give the next two terms. Tayo. Dito lang. Open mic na ako. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ako, hindi nabigay next two terms. Ano ba yung next two terms yan? 4, 7, 10, 13? Sunod. I-type sa ating in-call messages. You don't have to raise your hand. I want you to answer sa ating in-call messages para ma-record ng Google Meet na kayo ay nagre-recite. Naunahan pa po kayo ng FB Live. Yung FB Live natin ay mas late kesa sa inyo. So, sa FB Live, sabi ni Melinda Chua, 16:19. Sabi naman ni Behagan, 16:19. And that is correct. Okay, so for number 1, that is 16:19. Tingnan naman natin sa Ayan, nagta-type na rin pala sila. 16:19 din daw. Sabi nila, Arcilia, Bernal, Maternum, Estrada, Velasco, Cayagan, Guanyo, Cyrus, Melendres, Asher, Charles, Simpaliagas, Claudine, Sarah Jean, Unite, and Catalan. Okay, how about for number 2? Let's proceed to number 2. What is the what is the next two terms of this sequence? Again, type it in our info messages. Yan. Para malaman ko if you are really here and listening to our class. Maganda na tinatype niyo yung mga answers niyo. Correct? Belen, Halig, Chua, and Behagan. Correct din yung mga nasa ating info messages. Ang dami nila. Hindi ko na mabanggit. Okay, so for number 2, that's 53, 58. How about for number 3? -2, -6, -10, -14. What is the next two terms? Ayan, sabi ni Belen, sabi ni Sed, -18, -22. So, tingnan yung picture ni Sed. Ang cutie. -18, -22. -22 ha, hindi +22. Okay, next. 9290, sabi ng ating mga student from Google Meet. 9290 daw, naunahan nila yung nasa FB Live. So, next po sa 9290, how about for number 5? 1/2, 1, 1 and 1/2, 2, blank, blank. O, tama na sa FB Live, tama na sa number 4, number 5 na kayo. Okay. Tingnan natin sa ating info messages. Sabi nila 2.5 and 3. Okay. Isang tip, no, sa mga nasa FB Live and sa Google Meet. Kung kayo ay naka-G keyboard ba or Gboard sa ating Android devices, may makikita kayo doon na tawag dito sa number. Pindutin nyo lang siya ng matagal, kunwari yung 1. May makikita kayo doon 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, okay? So, pag 2 naman, 2, 2/3, 2/5, yan yung makikita nyo. Meron din naman, pwede siya maging exponent, no? Kunwari, 3 raised to 3. Okay? Nag-sample ako dito sa sa ating FB Live. Okay? May ano kayo dyan? Meron kayo dyan sa inyong Gboard, sabi nga, Gboard. Okay? So, pwede na kayo mag-type ng exponent dyan. O kaya naman ng fraction. Okay? So, let's proceed. So, this is 2.5 and 3, of course. So, next, ano ba tawag natin sa mga ganyang klase ng sequence? We call this kind of sequence as the arithmetic sequence. And they are defined as the sequence in which there is a common difference between consecutive terms. That's why I asked you to get the common difference, to get the next terms, para malaman nyo that those characteristics is the characteristic of an arithmetic sequence. Okay? So, ito naman, you are going to type A kapag arithmetic and type not kapag not arithmetic, of course. Pero kapag yan ay arithmetic, A, tapos lagyan nyo ng common difference. So, let us have number 1. 86420. 86420. Sabi ko, pag pababa yung values, anong klase, anong sign ng ating common difference? Diba? Pag pababa, tulad nito, pabawas ng pabawas. No? Ang sign ng ating difference ay -2. So, always, tatandaan yan ha, na, sabi ko, pag nagsagot kayo, lalagay nyo A kung arithmetic, tapos katabi niya yung common difference. Ha? Hindi lang yung common difference. So, malinaw yan. Next. So, of course, this is an arithmetic sequence because their common difference is -2. Next. Is that an arithmetic sequence? If yes, type A at saka yung common difference. If not, type not. Parang late ata yung internet ko o late lang ang mga sagot ninyo. Ay, wala na, napindot ko na. So, dito, ang ating common difference ay positive 2. It is an arithmetic sequence and the common difference is positive 2. Correct yung answer ninyo. And yung pangalawa, no, napindot ko na, the answer here is not. It is not an arithmetic sequence. Next. Arithmetic ba siya o hindi? Sa ating FB Live, mukhang di na sila sumasagot. Mukhang nakalimutan na nila na para masabi nila o mapatunayan nila na present sila, they have to answer. Okay? In call messages natin, sabi, it is an arithmetic sequence and the common difference is 1.5. Or, dahil pababa yung values ng mga terms, ibig sabihin negative 1.5. So, arithmetic sequence siya, and the answer is negative 1.5. Okay? So, let's proceed. Negative yun ha, negative. Let's proceed. Sa FB Live, pag nasagot na namin sa Google Meet, nabanggit ko na, huwag niyo nang i-type. Before get nasasabi na yung answer, ito-type niyo na yung answer. So, is it arithmetic or not? Arithmetic ba siya o hindi? The answer is, it is arithmetic and the difference is correct, positive 6. Kasi nakikita niyo yung values na tumataas. So, positive yung common difference niya. How about negative 8, 6, negative 4, 2, 0? Sabi, A daw, ang difference ay 2. Pero karamihan ang sinasabi ay not. Of course, this is not an arithmetic sequence. Okay, makikitang-kita naman. Kasi nag-alternate yung kanyang sign. Pag nag-alternate yung sign niya, most probably hindi kayo nag-add dito. Pero you are multiplying. So that's not an arithmetic sequence. Okay? Balikan natin yung discussion natin ng module number 1, the general term of an arithmetic sequence. You already know this. No? Na ang ginagawa natin sa mga terms is nag-add tayo ng difference, right? So from A sub 1, kinokopya natin sa A sub 1 at nag-add tayo ng difference. For the third term, makikita nyo that there are two differences na we multiply 2 to the difference and then we add it to the first term. And ganun din to the fourth term, no? And module number 1 na ginawa ninyo is you observe ano yung nagiging number of differences. So for the second term, isang difference, sa third term, dalawang difference, sa fourth term, tatlong difference. And we found out that for you to know the number of differences that should be added to the first term, you have to subtract 1 dun sa ating n. And as you can see, dito ang n natin ay 2. So, kaya nga isang difference lang. Dito 3, kaya dalawang difference lang. Dito 4, kaya 3 common difference yung ina-add natin sa first term. Okay? And kung fifth term naman, 4 na common difference ang ina-add natin to the first term. That's why we come up with the nth term or the general term, which is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times the difference. Diba? So, sa ating previous lesson, ginawa na natin to. Nakuha na natin yung formula na to, actually. So, we'll proceed to the nth term. Ano ba yung meaning ng mga symbols na yan na nakikita nyo? Yung a sub n dyan represents the nth term or is written as or read as the nth term. And a sub 1, usually read it as first term. Kasi yan yung representation ng unang terms in any sequence. Okay? Dito naman, first term siya ng arithmetic sequence. N naman is the term number, and the difference is represented by the small letter d. So, kaya magkakamali, small letter lang ha, hindi capital. Now, we are going to apply the general term, and we will solve the following problems. So, for dito, sa ano na to, meron tayong sequence, which is 79, 75, 71, 67, 63, and so on. Then we are going to look for the 32nd term. Okay, yung term na pang 32nd. Okay, ano yung gagawin natin dyan? We will use the general term. Ano ulit yung general term ng arithmetic sequence? Ang general term ay a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay? So, yung n natin dito, as you can see, is 32. Yung a sub 1 naman natin ay yung first term, which is 79. And ang ating difference, ano po yung difference natin? You can type your answers sa input or sabihin na lang sa akin. Ano yung difference?
4 po.
4. 4, it's negative 4 kasi bumababa yung values. So, that's negative 4, and so on. Okay? Na ano gagawin dyan? Isa-substitute natin siya dito sa formula ng arithmetic sequence. Substitute natin. So, we'll have a sub 32 equals a sub 1, which is 79, plus n 32 minus 1 times the difference, negative 4. Okay. Next, we have 79 plus 32 minus 1 is, galing na nga natin ito, pwede naman siyang ganyan. 32 minus 1 is 31 times negative 4. What is 31 times negative 4?
124.
Negative 124. So 79 plus negative 134 is
Negative 45 po.
negative 45. So, ibig sabihin, yung pang 32nd term is negative 45. So, what I want you to do now is to install Jamboard. May Jamboard na ba kayo sa inyong mga phone or tablet? If wala pa, please install it. And then, I am going to give a link. Papangalanan ko to as Palma, October 1. Then I'll be sharing this to everyone sa inyong info messages. You can open it and then mag-assign tayo ng tig-isang frame para sa lahat. Okay? So, ano yung gagawin nyo dito? Itong Jamboard po, pwede kayo dito mag-compute. No? So, lagyan natin ayan, okay na pala. So, meron na tayong iba't ibang frame. Malalaman ko na binubuksan nyo na kasi may lalabas na ganito. Tulad nito, Anonymous Buffalo. Okay, so pwede na kayo dyan. Pag may nakita kayong nagsasagot na sa page 1, next page naman kayo. Okay? Okay. Ano yung sasagutin ninyo? Ang sasagutin po ninyo is ito, same sequence, pero ang hahanapin po ninyo ay A-sub 63. A-sub 63. Malinaw yan ha. Ang hahanapin ninyo ay yung 63rd term. Ito yung given, and you will look for the 63rd term. So, meron na tayong 4 na viewers sa Jamboard. Pwede na kayo dyan mag-type. Magsulat. Makikita kayo dyang pen. Sulat kayo. Hindi ganun lang siya kadali. Pwede na po mag-compute para dito sa mga anonymous na to. Baka may nagsasagot na sa ibang page. Tingnan natin. Wala naman nagsasagot sa ibang page. First 5 page lang muna tayo ha. First 5 page. Ayan. So, sa page number 1, meron na. So, yung susunod, doon na kayo sa page number 2. Pakibilisan lang po. Doon sa iba pang nagsasagot. Oh, 5 na kayo dyan, pero isa lang ang nagsasagot. First 5 page lang pwede nyo sagutan. Tulog na naman ang usap mo. May nagsasagot ba sa page 2? Wala. Bakit wala? Ito yung given, oh. Yun, may nagbubura. Ako na nga lang magsusulat sa kabila. Ay, may nagsusulat pa pala sa 2. Ako na magsusulat sa 3. A equals. Eh, bakit A? Ayan. Ayan. Dalawa sila sasagot. Si Gus, Anonymous Gus, at saka si ano ba si Gus? Wala, natigil na yun sa page 1. Nagko-confuse siya. Si Anonymous Jacal. Ayan. Para sa mga nasa FB Live, you can also join. Para sa mga nasa FB Live, kung nandyan kayo, please type Zay. Please type Zay. Kung nandyan kayo sa FB Live, kung nakikita nyo yung screen ko, nanonood kayo nung nagsusolve, please type Zay. Kung hindi kayo nag-type ng Zay, isa lang ibig sabihin nun, wala kayo dyan. Hindi kayo nanonood. Hindi nyo ako naririnig. Iniwan nyo na lang yung phone nyo. Yan, si Behagan nakikinig daw siya. Dalawang beses nag-type ng Zay. Darima, Mendoza. Para doon sa mga nandito sa ating Google Meet, I want you to raise your hand. O yung mga nagsasagot, okay lang, hindi kayo mag-raise ng hand muna. I want you to raise your hand. Yung mga nagsasagot sa ating Jamboard, kahit hindi kayo mag-raise ng hand, okay lang. Ayan. Ano kaya si Joanna? Sintolianas. Ay, nandito si Bartolome, tsaka nasa FB Live siya. Para yun naman ni Claudine. Dalawa yung ano niya. Ayan, tingnan na natin yung answer nila. Kung meron ng sagot. Tingnan natin yung page 2. May sasagot din dito. So, alisin lang natin ito, ha. So, sa page number 2, kung mapapansin nyo, ang kinuha niya, A sub 64. Hindi A sub 63. No? Kitang-kita naman, no? 64. 79 plus, pero pinapahanap ko talaga 63. 64 minus 1 times negative 4. Naging 63 times negative 4. Ang ginawa niya, nag-add siya. 130, 142. Nag-add siya. So, dito naman tayo may mali. Okay. So, A sub 64 ang sinagot niya, ang kinuha niya, dito tama pa yung process niya. Okay? Pagdating dito, ang ginawa niya, inad niya to, which is wrong, bago siya nag-multiply. Again, sa PEMDAS, you first have to multiply before you add. Okay? Kung naalala niyo yung PEMDAS, inaral niyo rin to, grade 7 din yata, kung hindi ako nagkakamali. Si PEMDAS, ang ibig sabihin kasi niyan ay multiplication or division, kung alin mo una sa dalawa, kasama si isa sa pagbilog. Ulitin ko, sunod natin ulit. Si PEMDAS. Ang tunay na meaning yan is, of course, parentheses or grouping symbols, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So, una muna is multiplication or division. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng MD. And addition or subtraction. So, dito, ang ibig sabihin, multiplication muna o kaya naman division. So, kahit sino mauna sa kanila, yung muna. Dito naman, kahit anong mauna sa kanila, subtraction or addition. Okay, maliwanag. Sa case na to, dapat nag-multiply muna. So, dapat 63 times negative 4 muna. Pag nakuha mo ng answer dyan, saka ka ngayon mag-add for you to get the correct answer. So, let's proceed to page number 1. Ayan. So, we have 79 plus 63 minus 1. Ang dami din na drawing naman ni Anonymous. 63 minus 1 is 62. Yan, pinagbubura niya na. 63 minus 1 is 62 times negative 4. That's negative 248 plus 79. That's 79. 248. We have negative 169. Okay, so let's give this a check to sa given. Check dito sa formula. Ay, bakit ganon? Ano ba sinasabi niya? Wait lang. Nag-loading. Yan, let's give it a check sa given. Check dito sa pag-substitute. And check din dito sa pag-perform ng indicated operation. Okay, so the correct answer is negative 169. Correct? So, wala magbubura nitong page 1 ha. Nakasave na yan for next time. Sige, mag-drawing ka lang, Gus. Ay, sa page number 3, meron din nagsagot. Correct. So, wala siyang plus dito. Dapat meron. Tapos dito, dapat ayan, may dulo. Kaya parentheses para lang masabi na may operation between them. Ayan, negative 248. Yan natin ang parentheses kasi may sign. Malito kayo. So, this is negative 169. Next page, wala na. So, we will start with page number 4 mamaya. Okay? So, let's proceed. Ito naman. The general term of the sequence is a sub n equals negative 10 plus 4n. Ibang sequence na to, ha? Then, we are going to look for the n, which identifies kung anong pang-ilang term siya. Okay? We have negative 2. So, we are going to look for the term number. Pang-ilan ba si negative 2 sa sequence na to? Okay? Resolve ko nga. So, copyahin natin. E sub n is equal to negative 10 plus 4n. Ibang sequence na. Then, since we don't know n, wala tayong isa-substitute dyan. Pero alam natin that a sub n is negative 2. So itong a sub n na to, we'll substitute negative 2 dyan. Okay. So we'll have negative 2 equals negative 10 plus 4n. Transpose negative 10, this will become negative 2 plus 10 equals 4n. Negative 2 plus 10 is 8 equals 4n. Divide natin both side by 4. And set n now is equal to 2. So, ibig sabihin, pang second term, si negative. Ano yung kailangan nyo tandaan when it comes to the term number? There is no negative term number. Wala siyang fraction. Okay, walang negative, walang fraction, walang decimal. Okay, kasi ano yan eh, siya yung nagsasabi kung pang ilan. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin pang kalahati siya. Diba? Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na pang negative 2 siya. Pang negative 2 na posisyon. Okay? So, lahat ng n natin is counting numbers. Walang negative. So, I am going to ask you to solve for, wait lang. We are going to solve for the n. So, solve nyo po yung n. N ng isa, ng term na to, which is 74. So, solve nyo siya sa page number 4 ng ating Jamboard. Okay? So, may page number 4. Ayan. Page number 4 ha, wala po magbubura ng 3, 2, at 1. Tigilan na po ito ng pagdodrawing. Hindi kayo pinagdodrawing. Tigilan na. Wala magbubura ng page 1 ha, you might check. Page 2 at 3. Dito na tayo sa page 4. There are 3 viewers, 4 viewers already. What you need to do is to solve for n using this formula and using this value of the n, which is 74. Sa mga nasa Google Meet, you can now lower your hand. Lower na yung hand. Sarah Jean, Charles, Bartolome, Catalan, lower your hand. Paalala ko lang sa section Palma, ang nandito sa meeting ay 23 and ang nasa FB Live ay 13. So that's 30 plus, right? Pero ang nasa attendance ko lang ay iilan lang. Okay? Don't forget to attend or don't forget to vote sa ating attendance. Meron pa ditong hindi nakakapagboto. Hindi pa nakakaboto, bumoto na. Don't forget your 'yan, ano nangyari sa sumasagot sa number 4? Question mark. May nakikita ko dyan. Let's look at page 5. Ayan, ito yung sa page 5. 74. Next, page 6. Wala rin. Na nasa FB Live. Huwag niyo pong kalimutan magsagot, magboto. Ating attendance. Then, tomorrow, ang oras ninyo ay 9:30 to 11, Saturday. We have a synchronous. I'll be giving you the written work number 1 that is graded and recorded. I'll give a link. Don't forget to save data for that. Pinaalalahanan ko na kayo regarding sa data. So, kung hindi kayo makapagsagot, probably it's your fault na. Kasi hindi kayo nag-save ng data. Okay. Ako, bakit kaya ganun lang ang attendance nyo? So, it's 36 only. Ano yung mga attendance nila? 51, 54, 52, 45, 47, 49, 57, 47, 46. Tapos tayo, 36, 42, 49, 50, 51, 46. Diba? Ang baba ng attendance ng Palma, halatang ayaw na nilang pumasok pag Friday. Ang tagal naman ng nagsasagot. Punta natin yung page number 2. Okay, choice mo naman yan. Kung ayaw yung pumasok, it's your choice. Kung yung pumasa, it's your choice. Hindi kayo mapipigilan ng teacher. Unless makikinig kayo sa sinasabi ng teacher niyo. Let's proceed to page number 5. Tingnan natin kung tama. Sa page number 5. Nahin natin yung 1 week tapos sa page number 4. So, ang ginawa niya, sinubstitute na. That is P sub n equals negative 10. plus 4n. Since a sub n natin is 74, yan, nag-substitute siya. Correct. Then, transpose niya. So, from negative, it becomes positive. Huwag kayo magdodoble ng equal, ha? So, doon lang dapat may equal sign. Dito lang. Huwag sobra-sobra sa equal sign. Ayan. So, this is 74 plus 10 equals 4n, correct? Dinivide niya both side by, so ginawa na to, 74 plus 10 is 84, correct? It is 4n. Dinivide niya both side by 4. Remember, kapag kayo ay magdi-divide or naka-fraction kayo, dapat po yung equal sign nyo nandun sa gitna ng vinculum. Itong linya. Okay? Nakagitna siya doon or nakapantay. So, 84 divided by 4 is 21. So, n is 21. Correct? See page number 5. So, wala pa baguhin dyan na. How about for page number 4? So, ano ata siya? Medyo nalito. Okay, medyo nalito siya dun sa solution. Okay, let's proceed. Ito naman, para ma-solve na natin to kanina, what term number is negative 169? So, nasolve na natin to kanina dito sa una. Natatandaan nyo. Okay, dito nasolve na natin siya. So, let me show you again how to do it. Para dun sa mga nalilito pa. So, ang kailangan nyo po is to substitute dun sa ating arithmetic sequence na formula. General formula arithmetic sequence. So, that is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus b times n minus 1. Where a sub n is the nth term. Ito po yun. Negative 169. So, a sub n is equal to negative 169. And the first term is 79. The difference is negative 4. Tandaan niyo yan. And n is unknown. Okay, so we are going to look for n. Then we will substitute that to the formula. We'll have a sub n, negative 169, equals 79 plus n minus 1 times negative 4. Okay, since walang equation na binigay dito, unlike yung isa, yung previous, dito, may formula binigay sa kanya. Diba? May formula binigay. Certain formula for that certain sequence. Ang kinaibahan niya dito sa next given natin, wala tayong formula or wala tayong general term or nth term para dito sa sequence na to. Ang meron lang tayo is yung general term. So, mag-substitute tayo doon kasi walang formula na binigay. Okay? So, we'll have negative 169 equals 79 plus, or mag-minus na tayo, minus, kasi distribute natin sa negative 4, the negative 4n plus 4. Combine natin 79 and 4, we have 83 minus 4n, negative 169. Transpose natin sa positive 83, so become negative 169 minus 83 equals negative 4n. Now, what is negative 169 and minus 83? What is negative 169 minus 83? Yeah, pwede mag-turn on ng mic if you want to answer, or you can also type it sa ating info messages. Sa FB Live, you can also answer sa comment section. Yes, Bernal. What is negative 169 minus 83?
Negative 252.
Negative 252. Tama po ba? Pakicheck na ng iba. Gusto ko lang isulat na pakalaki. Negative 252 equals negative 4n. So, magdi-divide tayo both sides. Pag nag-divide kayo, syempre maglalagay kayo dyan ng vinculum, di ba? Parang sa fraction. I-align po ninyo yung equal. Okay, dun sa vinculum. So, negative 4. This is already 1. So, our n is equal to negative divided by negative. It's positive. So, what is the answer? It's negative 252 divided by 4. 86 po ba? Is it 86? Pag nag-divide kayo, 25 divided by 4, 6, 24, so may 1, 1, so 12, 26. So the answer is 60. So kanina na-solve na rin natin to. So n is equal to 63. Okay? Now, next, let's proceed to the next given. Ito naman ang pinapahanap sa atin ay tatlo. Ano-ano yung mga yon? We have the first term, pinahanap sa atin sa first term, the difference, at yung nth term. So, kapag ganyan, sa nth term, makukuha mo lang siya if you have a sub 1 and d. So, kailangan muna natin isolve itong dalawa. And sa a sub 1, makukuha mo lang siya kapag nasolve mo na si d. So, uunahin natin yung difference, yung common difference. So, to do that, remember, we have the general formula a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus b times n minus 1. Substitute lang tayo dyan. Okay? Nung n, itong dalawang given. Kasi ang dalawang binigay lang sa atin, again, is si a sub 3, which is 147, and yung isa naman si a sub 13, which is 97. So, yung dalawang yan yung gagamitin natin. Kunin natin yung dapat formula for that. Okay, substitute tayo dito ng n. Then, mamaya, substitute natin yung a sub n mismo. So, we'll have a sub 3 is equal to a sub 1 plus b times 3 minus 1. Kasi si a sub 3, ang n niya ay 3. Si a sub 13, ang n niya ay 13. Substitute din natin. Okay. So that's minus 1. Mukha lang magkadugtong. Baka malito kayo. Ano ba yan? Kasi yan. Okay. Then, substitute na natin yung value ng a sub 3, which is 147. Ito naman ay 97. Then, 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 times d is 2d. 13 minus 1 is 12. 12 times d is 12. Okay? Substitute na natin. So, we'll have 147 equals a sub 1 plus d times, bakit ako times plus d? Dapat plus 2d. Next, we have 97 equals a sub 1 plus 12d. Then we will subtract. Katulad ng ginawa natin kanina. Subtract, change the subtrahend, the sign of the subtrahend. So from positive, yung mga terms natin dyan ay magiging negative na. Naayos ko lang ha. So magiging negative, magiging negative. Then you will proceed to addition. 147 minus 97. 147 minus 97. 97 yan.
50.
50, correct.
50 po, ma'am.
Equals, ito, 0 na to. 2D plus negative 12 or 2 minus 12. 2 minus 12 is
10 po.
Negative 10 po.
negative 10.
Negative 10.
So we have 50 equals negative 10D. Divide natin both sides by negative 10 for us to get the value of D. Okay? So our difference is equal to 50 divided by negative 10. 50 divided by negative 10 is
5. Negative 5.
5 po.
correct. That's negative 5. So, ano yung ginawa natin? Remind ko lang ulit kayo kung ano yung ginawa natin dito. Ang ginawa natin una is the general term or the formula or tawag natin dyan is formula. Pangalawa, substitute. Oo, may napindot ako. Sorry. Isin natin. Formula, substitute, and number 3 is to subtract. Then, you can now get the ating difference. Okay? So, para makuha naman natin si A sub 1, kuha tayo ng isang formula dito. A sub 3 man yan or A sub 13, kahit anong dyan. Okay? So, I am going to get A sub 3. Substitute na rin natin si 147 tsaka si 2D. Okay? So, magiging 147. Ayan, may napipindot ako. Ayan. 147 equals A sub 1 plus the difference 2D. Substitute natin yung D. So, dito papalitan natin ng negative 5. So, 147 equals A sub 1 plus 2 times negative 5. Okay? So, A sub 1 here is still unknown. We have 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. We have 147 here. Transpose natin sa negative 10. It will become 147 plus 10 equals A sub 1. So, what is A sub 1 now? 147 plus 10. Napakadaling tanong.
157.
Correct. So, that is 150. Missing ko lang yung 7 ko. 7. So, difference is negative 5. A sub 1 is 157. How about the nth term? So, sa nth term, napakadali lang. Magsa-substitute lang tayo dyan ng first term at ng difference. So, from here, substitute natin si first term at saka si difference. Okay? So, galing dito, substitute tayo. A sub n is equal to the first term, 157, plus the difference, which is negative 5 times n minus 1. Distribute mo si negative 5, so this will be 157. Mag-minus na tayo. Minus 5n plus 1. Or 5, not 1, 5. Okay? Then we will combine 157 and positive 5. So that's 162 minus 5n. So our A sub n or the nth term is A sub n equals 162 minus 5n. Pwede rin siya isulat ng ganito. A sub n equals negative 5n plus 162. Kahit alin sa dalawa. Okay, so we are done looking for the first term, the difference, and the nth term. So I guess problems na mga susunod dyan. So let's have this problem. Pakibasa po muna, Carmen. Carmen, Ronelyn Joy. Carmen, kung nandyan pa kayo, please raise your hand. Kung nandyan pa, panatilihing nakataas ang kamay. Nandyan pa si Carmen, magsalita. Pakibasa po yung problem. Basahin lang. Sabi ko, panatilihing nakataas yung kamay. Pakibasa, Carmen. Ronilyn Joy.
Yes po, ma'am. To help her parents in this pandemic, Jane saved 5 pesos more each week than she does the preceding week. Her saving on the first week has 15 pesos.
Okay. So as you can see sa problem, Jean is saving each week. Okay, so she saves 5 peso more kada linggo. And for the first week, he saved 15 pesos. So kung ganun yung magiging sitwasyon, alin kaya dyan yung ating first term? Kasi this is an arithmetic problem. Okay? Arithmetic sequence na problem. Alin kaya dyan yung first term natin? Alin kaya dyan yung difference natin? And how are we going to solve for the nth term? Yes? Sige po, pwede mag-turn on ng mic if you want to answer. Yes, Claudine? Tama ba ako? Gusto mo sumagot? O mali ako? Sa mga nasa FB Live. Balikan natin.
Ma'am, 15 po, ma'am,
Yes.
yung first term po.
15 po yung first term. And
Opo.
how about the difference?
5 po. 5.
5 po.
5 ma'am.
So, dun sa sa mga nasa FB Live, para malaman ko kung nandyan kayo, please type 5 sa ating comment section. Type 5. Pag hindi kayo nakapag-comment ng 5, wala kayo dyan. Okay. So, the difference daw is, okay, may napindot na naman ako, as usual. Ang ating difference is 5. Ano pa? Ang ating first term, or a sub 1, is 50. Correct. Bakit naging a sub 1? Yung, kasi yun yung first week niya. Ibig sabihin, yun yung unang best, yun yung amount na hinulog niya first. Okay? And then, nag-a-add siya 5 peso kada linggo. So, constant yun. 5 peso ng 5 peso ng 5 peso. So, we can say that that is the difference. Now, we are going to look for the nth term. Balikan natin yung general term ng ating sequence, arithmetic sequence, that is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus b times n minus 1. So what are we going to do? We are going to substitute the first term and the difference. So that's 15 plus 5 times n minus 1. Distribute 5. So we'll have positive 5n minus 5. We combine similar terms. So with 5 minus 5, that is 10 plus 5n. Now our nth term is 10 plus 5n. Now what if unang week niya, nag-save siya ng 50 peso. And kada week, nagdagdag siya ng 10 peso. Ano kaya yung magiging nth term niya? So, I want you to solve it. Again, go back to our Jamboard, then you will answer dito sa ating page number 6. Okay? So, ano yung given natin? Ang given natin is that Jean is saving every week. No? Every week, magdadagdag siya ng 10 peso. And so, first week niya, 50 peso yung kanyang sinave. So, what will be the end term or the general term? You can also answer sa ating page number 7, 8, and so on. How about yung mga nasa FB Live? Pwede nyo rin yan i-type dyan sa comment section, yung inyong computation. No, may ibang section na try na nag-type sila ng computation nila. Pwede. Ganon din sa ating in-call messages. So, please lower your hands. Lower your hands. Si Benedict, hindi na nag-lower ng hand niya. Ako lang nag-lower ng hand niya kanina. Bartolome, lower your hands. Incolyagas, Carmen. Paki-lower na po yung hand ninyo. Same with Charles Benedict. Ayaw talaga hindi mag-lower ng hand. Five. Sabi ko, please type 5. Nag-type si Magalona ng 5. Nag-type si Behaga ng type. Talaga nasa FB Live talaga sila. Nakikinig sila. Sincolyagas, you can lower your hand na. Would you like to answer, Sincolyagas? Biglang lower your hand. Ayun niya sumagot. Do you want to answer, Sincolyagas? Ayaw daw niya.
Ma'am, hindi po.
Silence means no. Bago na ngayon, silence means no. Check na natin to habang sinasagutan niya. Okay? So, N is 50. Uy, 50 ba ang N natin? Di ba A sub 1 yan? Hindi ko itong masasagot. Joke lang. So, A sub 1 is 50. Difference is 10. And substitute siya, 50 plus N minus 1 times 10. Correct? So, naging positive 10 N minus 10. Correct? So, magiging 40 plus 10 and correct. So, this is the correct answer. Ayan, dalawa pa kami nagkaon. Very good. Dito sa nagsagot sa page number 6. You already know how to compute for the end term. Yun ang kagandahan. If you are trying, natututo ka. Minsan magkakamali ka, pero matututo ka talaga. Okay? Next. Paano naman kung nasa 24th week na siya? No, pang 24th week niya na at nag-add pa rin siya ng 5 per week. 15 yung nung nagsimula siya, 15 peso yung unang week niya. How can we solve for the amount for the 24th week? So all we have to do is to use again the formula a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus b times n minus 1. Okay? Okay. Hanapin doon ako na naman. Minus 1 times. Yan, okay. Then we'll identify the first term, which is 2. We will identify the difference, which is 5, and the end, which is 24. Kasi we are looking for a sub 24. Okay? That is a sub 24 equals the first term times the difference times 24 minus 1. So 24 minus 1 is 23. What is 23 times 5? 23 times 5 is
115.
150. 115 plus 15 is
130.
130. Ibig sabihin, for the 24th week, she will save 130 pesos or pesos. Okay, next. Gumamit siya ng formula. Kasi meron na tayong formula which is E sub n equals 10 plus 5n. Okay, this is another way. May formula na nga pala. So, pwede rin na tayong hindi gumamit nitong ginawa ko. Pwede rin ganito na lang. So, ano yung mas madali? Tingnan nyo na lang. Okay, so A sub 24 equals 10 plus 5 times 24. What is 5 times 24? That is 120. So 10 plus 120 is equal to 130. So kayo mag-decide which one are you going to use. Are you going to use this or this one? Okay? Depende yan sa kung may binigay na bang formula or wala. I forgot my formula na nga pala tayo. So for your practice activity, sasagutan niyo po si A. Yan, 1 to 8 siya. Then si B, 1 to 5 yan. Sagutan niyo sa notebook. And then after that, magsasagot kayo ng assessment number 2. Sa assessment number 2, you can answer it ng ilang beses. Pwede niyong ulit-ulitin hanggang perfect nyo or hanggang tumaas yung score ninyo. That will be your practice para sa ating written work 1 tomorrow. Okay? Both is as assessment 1 and assessment 2 pwedeng ulitin para makita nyo kung nag-i-improve ba kayo o hindi. So tomorrow we'll have written work 1 and that is recorded and graded. Nagkakaintindihan po. So let us just answer a few more questions. Number 1, what is an arithmetic sequence? I want you to type your answers sa ating in-call messages and sa ating live comment. Okay? What is an arithmetic sequence? Anong natutunan ninyo? What do we mean when we say, what is the definition of arithmetic sequence? You can type it in our in-call messages. Yun nga, anong natutunan nyo sa lesson natin ngayon? What is an arithmetic sequence? Walang natutunan. Ang dami ko pa ng pinagsasabihin ngayong araw. Wala pa rin natutunan. Okay, pwede nyo i-type kung ano man yung natandaan nyo. When we say arithmetic, naka-Google Sige lang dito. An arithmetic progression or arithmetic sequence is a sequence of numbers such that the difference between the consecutive terms is constant. Please mag-Google Sabi naman ni Yunay, adding constant number to the preceding term. The preceding number. Adding a constant number, correct. It has common difference, correct. How about sa ating FB Live? Sa Sham na lang kayo. Kasama na ako sa Sham. Magsagot kayo, anong ibig sabihin ng arithmetic sequence? Anong natutunan niyo when you say arithmetic sequence? Number 2. What is the general formula of finding the nth term of an arithmetic sequence? Ano yung general formula in finding the nth term of an arithmetic sequence? Ano yung general formula ng arithmetic sequence? Sige nga, kung kabisado niyo yung general formula, i-type nyo nga. Sige nga, pakitype nga. Ano yung general formula nito? At the count of 5. 5. 4. Hirap i-type tapos mabinilangan ka. 3. Naku, walang nagta-type. Tulog na yata sila. Ang importante daw, alam na nila yung sequence. Kahit hindi na yung formula. Ayan, we have a sub n. Reminder ko lang, dapat po small letter A. So, dapat A sub n, small letter A sub n. Okay na kahit magkatabi lang. Kasi walang subscript dito sa in-call messages. Okay lang po. Equals A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times D. Or pwede rin naman na D times n minus 1. Ano naman sila, multiplication naman yan. So, walang problema dyan. And yung 1, maliit din yan, pero dahil limited tayo dito sa in-call messages, okay lang yan. Ha? Pero nakasub yan, ha? Pati yung n. Okay, next. Given an arithmetic sequence, how do we find the common difference? Paano natin kinukuha yung common difference? What are we doing kapag kinukuha natin yung common difference? Hindi ginagawa natin. Nag-add ba tayo? Multiply ba tayo? Minus tayo? Nag-divide? Ano yung mga terms na involved kapag ginagawa natin yon? Okay? Nagre-report ako ng attendance. Tingnan ko yung attendance natin. At may mga nag-vote para isa. Sabi ni Prudente, present siya sa FB Live. Ano ba si Prudente? Dagdagan ng isa sa lalaki. So, 16. O, 37 na. Kahit marami dyan attendance lang. Sige, okay na yan. Napakababa ng attendance ko tayo sa advice natin. Okay. By subtracting or adding, siguro ang sinasabi ni Guanyo, no, pag kumukuha siya ng common difference, iniisip niya ano yung number na pwedeng i-add to get the next term. Okay? Or, pwede rin naman na mag-subtract. Okay? Yung second term minus the first term, third term minus the second term. Basta laging ganun ha. Yung term na yon minus yung term na sinundan niya. The preceding term. Okay. Next, number 4. Given two different end terms of an arithmetic sequence, how do we find the common difference? Ano yung ginagawa natin kanina kapag hinahanap natin yung common difference given two terms na magkalayo yung distansya sa isa't isa. Tapos dalawang term yung binigay sa atin. Hindi natin makuha by adding or subtracting common difference. Yung ginagawa natin. Of course, anong ginagamit natin doon? No, we use the formula, correct? We substitute and we subtract. Then makukuha na natin yung common difference. So I guess may natutunan naman kayo today. So kung tapos na, last na, ito na yung huli nating question. Wala nang susunod na slide. So I want you to first type your full name and then type done. You have to type your full name and then type done. Ganun din po sa ating FB Live. Type your full name and then type done. So that alam ko kung sino ang mga nakatapos talaga ng klase ko. Okay, so recorded din ang ating mga info messages. So kapag na-type niyo yung done, ibig sabihin hanggang dulo na kapag nasa klase kayo, no? Hindi kayo nawala na lang bigla after mag-attendance. Okay, type your full name and then type done. Ayan. Okay, so kapag tapos na, nakapag-type na ng done, you can now leave. So, pwede na kayo mag-lunch. Pwede nang magpahinga. Mamaya, isisend ko po yung picture ng 3 pages na sasagutan, pagpa-practicean, and then yung assessment number 2. Again, ina-announce ko that assessment 1 and 2 can be taken many times hanggang sa ma-perfect nyo. Pwede yun. Okay? Para magkaroon kayo ng practice for tomorrow. Then we'll see each other tomorrow. I know not to see each other tomorrow. We will get in touch with everyone tomorrow. 9:30 to 11:30, you'll be having your written work 1. Okay, so you may now leave. Thank you for attending sa FB Live. You have to also type your name and then you will say done. Paki-type done. Para malaman ko kung sino yung nakatapos talaga ng class. And pwede na pong mag-leave dito sa Google Meet kapag nakapag-type na ng done. Pwede na pong mag-leave.
Thank you po, ma'am. Bye po.
Thank you. Pwede na mag-leave. Same din sa ating FB Live. Ako, hindi sila nagka-type ng done.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you. I'll stop sharing my screen. I'll stop recording. And then, pwede na mag-leave. Rizaldo, Justin, Sumampong, pwede na po mag-leave. Sa FB Live, you type done. Yung mga nasa FB Live, you type done. Justin, leave na.